Hello everyone, this is Damon with PixNub Software. For this video, I'm going to be discussing the Workflow Helper plugin. When installed, that's going to be under the Plugins menu for CC 2021 or higher. The purpose of this plugin is very simple. It is a batch processing system that does not actually do the processing itself for each image. What it will do is open each image in a folder, allow you to do any editing that you need to do in Photoshop, and then it will save that image when you're done and open the next image. So the purpose is really just to streamline your editing process if you have a folder of images that you need to manually edit. So when it's open, you can put it anywhere you want in Photoshop. You can also dock it into the Photoshop workspace, and this is where I like to put it, into its own column right here. That seems like a good spot for it. So you need to select a source folder, and this is the folder of images that you're going to process. For this demonstration, I'm going to be doing some green screen cutout images that were already cut out with Easy Green Screen that need editing after being cut out. Now, Workflow Helper is not just for green screen images. You can use this for anything. It can be landscape images, wildlife images, sports action shots, school portraits, glamour photos. It really doesn't matter. The workflow is exactly the same, but I'm just doing green screen for this demo because there are a lot of green screen shooters for PixNub. So the save folder, you'll just hit the folder you want to save, just select that. And then for the save type, I'm just going to save as a PNG. You can save as JPEG, TIFF, PNG, or PSD. And then for the file types to process, you can process all images, all except RAW, or RAW images only. The reason for these last two is for the cases where you have a folder of images that have both JPEG and RAW, one of each image, or one of each file type for each image, that is. You may only want to process one of the two. Just going to hit Run Batch here. I've only got 2 images in this folder, so you can see there's one of 2. You can have 2,000, it really doesn't matter, but just to keep it quick, I did 2 for this demonstration. And so now that the image is open, Workflow Helper is just idle. It's not going to do anything until you're done and you tell it to save and continue or one of the other options. So right now I can go into this layer mask here, paint into that, or do any other things in Photoshop you need to do. Let me undo that with Control Z here. You can also use actions, panels, scripts, or plugins at the same time here. That is not going to interfere with Workflow Helper. So I could come into the Easy Green Screen extension. And again, I'm only doing green screen images for this demonstration, but Workflow Helper itself can be for anything. Just want to make sure that's 100% clear because there's a lot of uses for Workflow Helper other than just green screen images, of course. In any case, I've got the Easy Green Screen panel open. I'm just going to hit Add Manual Recover Layer. I'm not going to get into a tutorial on this here. I've already got a tutorial on how to use the recovery in Easy Green Screen, because this tutorial is just showing you what the Workflow Helper panel does and not really what Easy Green Screen itself does. So once I'm happy with that, I'm just going to hit Save and Continue. And since I'm saving as a PNG, by the way, PNG will save as one layer, so you don't have to merge because PNG is a single layer format. If you were saving as TIFF and wanted a single layer, or PSD and wanted a single layer with that, you would have to first merge those. Okay, now the next image is open. I could do the same thing and hit Continue. Or you can also use one of the other buttons to skip an image or go back. So say, for example, you realized you didn't edit the last image correctly. You want to go back. You can hit Go Back to Last Image. That's going to close the current image without saving and open the last one. And as you can see, it did not open the edited version. It opened the original version from the source folder. Since I saved this last time after I edited the image, there is a version of PNG already saved in the save folder. This went back and opened the original PSD from the source folder. if I were to edit and save this again, it's not going to overwrite that first save I did. It will save it as an additional copy with an extension. In any case, I don't want to re-edit this one. I'm just going to skip. Now the skip button will skip an image without saving and open the next image. So if you open an image and realize you don't want to edit that image for any reason, you can just hit skip to next image. It's going to close that and just open the next image. And then I would go in and do the same thing I did with the last image and edit the green jerseys here. Oh, and by the way, you don't have to do the same type of processing for every image with Workflow Helper. So you don't have to have one specific theme that needs done or workflow that needs done for every image in that folder. You could have a folder of images where every image is a completely different kind of image that needs something different. Because the only thing Workflow Helper does, as mentioned, is open images and save images. So you could mix and match a folder full of a bunch of different types of images and just edit however you want to edit each time it opens, and then when you're done, hit save and continue. So it says it's complete now. That's because, again, we've only had 2 images in the folder, but there is no limit to the number you can run. So a very super handy plugin that can be used for a lot of different type of workflows. So I really hope you can find some uses for this. If you're interested at all in this plugin, please be sure to visit our website. That is pixnub.com.